without you anymore. Meet me in a pillar of fire, shade me in a big white cloud. Lord, wherever you go, you'll always have me around. Hey, happy Sabbath, all. I wanted to, hope this doesn't make anybody sick, but I wanted to take this camera outside because you can see behind me, LA, not the blue skies, often associated with the locale. And it was funny since I was vlogging or whatever about clouds yesterday and thinking, you know what, I don't know if this is a silly one, this seems maybe a little stupid. But then I go outside and it's just clouds everywhere, man. But it's not really clouds here. I don't know if anyone watches the news about California, or if you just start to ignore it when California is brought up, thinking it might be about some starlet's latest entanglement with Johnny Law. But yeah, it's been a lot of fires here, and 'tis the season. And so the land is filled with smoke and clouds, and I think it's really all almost ash, and the sun has a really kind of cool light. I don't know if this excellent eyesight camera is really picking up the full spectrum of it, but it is actually kind of beautiful. It's got a warm sort of sepia glow. I don't know if you can see all this stuff. God's dandruff. You see what's on? I just rubbed it off of this futon. Ash, my friend. This is Vesuvian proximity. So anyway, all that's what's going on. I just thought that was curious, that sort of happened straight away. And there's been a lot of curious straight away things that I've been sort of grappling with, and then the more I think on them, the more I see them, which, you know, whatever you could claim is psychosomatic or providential, whatever, one or the other. Today I wanted to yak through briefly about sort of my grappling with relationship with money, and still it ties into this whole thing of suffering and times of trial, and I was struck by this thing. You know how, like, everyone always says, when we were singing this hymn this morning, a rockin' hymn, that has this whole thing, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but until that day comes, still I will praise you, which is kind of what I've been yakking about. And so I was pleased to be singing that, though my voice is a little scratchy from inhaling all this smoke. And a moment of prayer for those folks, man, who are fleeing their homes and losing everything. In a way, blessed are they to be in such depths where they can give over that sense of control that really dominates the rest of our lives. But man, this is hard stuff. Kind of wouldn't want to be them, honestly, for all the blessings they can receive from this. So my love and thoughts go out to them. What was I even talking about? Oh, yeah, this whole light at the end of the tunnel thing. And I was struck by, you know what, even though we can look to that and go, okay, yeah, someday I guess there always will be a light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I believe. There will be a light. Sometimes that light at the end of the tunnel might come after the end of this life. You know, it might be quite a way off. It might be that light that you see at the end of the tunnel when you die. But in a way, it's almost like what I want to do is, when I'm in the tunnel, even if there is no light at the end of it, I want the light to be walking with me and within me. You know, I want to have that light within me while I'm in the tunnel. So you know what? All I have to do then is just keep putting one foot in front of the other, and keep a smile on my face and laughter in my gullet. That was one of my thoughts. I was also thinking about financial stuff today, because it was this Brad Bailey, who talks at the gathering at the Vineyard that I go to once a week, was kind of talking through trying to figure out a right relationship to money, which has been something I've been struggling with and joyfully struggling with. And, you know, it just got me thinking about our whole economic situation now, and how similar it is to here in this United States of America, and how similar it is to that sort of birth-death thing I was thinking about a couple of days ago, that like sloughing off of the old skin and trying to cling to it, and how desperately we've been clinging to it as a nation, this whole bailout ridiculousness. It's like, oh, no, this is how we've been for quite a while, and we must cling to it, and we must keep our financial institutions intact. Almost really like just abjectly denying that if things fail, maybe it's time to either revert to an older model. Maybe we need to become a more agricultural, agrarian, barter society. Maybe this model's failing for a reason. Instead we're like, no, these are our old ways. We must do everything we can to hold on to them. If they fail, everything will just fall into ruin. And I think it's kind of sad, first of all, but it's also emblematic of the struggles we have as a nation, the struggles we have internally, and just also just a grand metaphor for just how every other kingdom, but the kingdom of God will fall. And we've built this nation pretty toweringly on the pursuit of wealth and the growth of wealth, and man, 9 times out of 10, the nasty stuff we do as a nation out in the world is built on that pursuit of, that empire building and that pursuit of wealth, and the subjugation of societies is built on that same thing, how to accumulate and grow, not grow as, as a moral compass, as some people have sort of suggested that's what we're doing. It's not about that. No, we're chasing our God, money. And man, money is a paltry god. You can do wonderful things with it. You can listen, it's a blessing and it's a bounty, and great. If you have money, great. Use it wisely. I know plenty of people who have money and they use it generously, but if that's your pursuit, it's a hollow pursuit. It has been a hollow pursuit for me, man, when that's all I was chasing. It just ultimately leaves you, the more you chase it, the more your need for it grows. And the more you chase it, the farther it kind of gets away. Or then even when you chase it and you get it, you got to keep chasing it and chase bigger amounts, and it just leaves me wanting. So the great thing about it ultimately failing you over and over again is that it helps you turn from it. And I'm trying to be faithful with what little money I have, and kind of being almost not reckless for selfish reasons, but reckless in my giving. And I'm having my DVD sale today and releasing all that stuff, and I tithe. I give 10% of my earnings to God. I do it through the gathering at Vineyard that I go to, just because they have a lot of charitable works, and they're reaching out, and there's a lot of stuff that needs funding. Thanksgiving's coming up. They do a thing at the Santa Monica Auditorium where they feed 5,000 plus people, and give away clothes and haircuts, and just feed anybody who's needy or lonely. And so I just, because I know they'll use it well, that's where I try to immediately sacrifice just a piece of it. And I know a lot of people who do that with charities, whatever. Make sure to always give a certain amount of what they earn per year to charities, just to not only just to be like, oh, I'm doing the right thing, but literally to give over of the blessings. If you got blessings, man, keep handing them out, and honestly, it'll come back to you. So, like, if you release, it's for me, it's a helpful acknowledgement of that, of giving that kingdom over, giving that Lord of my life, that which rules my day, over to the thing I really want to rule my day, and the only thing that really fulfills me anyway. And I've just been finding this whole week, as I'm preparing to not give these things away, obviously I'm selling them, but I'm giving them away for far more than they're worth to me, and actually more than they're worth in the world even. But I don't know, I've already had so much joy about it, and I look forward to even more joy. And I look forward to the bounty that will come in its place. And you know what? I've already had a bounty come in its place just through the process, and through working on it. My energy this week to get creative things done has just been through the roof. It's been awesome. I don't know. The sense of release has already been freeing me up and energizing me, and I already have my blessings. So I just want to continue to make Lord my Lord and money not my Lord, and I hope you guys find your Lord above this earth as well. Love you all. Happy Sabbath.